So this person is asking how the creation of dwarves led to the creation of the Ents. Let me explain. In order for me to explain this, we gotta go all the way back to the beginning of Middle-earth. Like, the very beginning. The elves weren't even awake yet. So during the creation of Middle-earth, Aule, the smith of the Valar, created the dwarves. Now he did so in secret, keeping it from even Ilúvatar until their almost completion. Now this did upset Ilúvatar because he's the only one that is supposed to be able to create life, but eventually he did give Aule his blessing and accepted them as his adopted children. And after Ilúvatar and Aule had that conversation, that was when Aule went to his wife Yavanna and said, "Hey, look what I made," and Ilúvatar essentially signed off on it. Now Yavanna, like every other wife, was like, "Why the hell would you keep this from me until they were already done?" And she was like, "Because you hid them from me until they were already done, they're going to have little love for the things that I love. Instead, they'll love the things they create first, like their daddy." Now Yavanna is the Valar of all things that grow. She's called the giver of fruits and Kimentari by the Eldar, which means queen of the earth. Kind of like Gaia or Tefiti from Moana. Now, when Aule and Yavanna were having this conversation, Yavanna was like, "Your kids are going to chop down all my trees and not really give a shit." And then Aule was like, "Well, Ilúvatar's elder kids are going to have to do the exact same thing. You know, they're going to have to build, they're going to have to hunt, they're going to have to eat. So they're going to have the same dominion over the things you grow as my children are. So what's the difference?" And then Yavanna was like, "What the hell?" So then she went to Manwë and was like, "Hey, is this true?" And Manwë was like, "Yeah, it is." And then she was like, "Is it not enough that Morgoth basically destroyed a whole bunch of stuff that I already made? Is nothing I make going to be free of the dominion of others?" And then Manwë asked her, "Well, out of all your creations, what do you hold dearest?" And Yavanna came back with, "Well, the animals can flee and defend themselves. However, the things that have roots, the things that grow from the earth, can't." Ultimately, she decided that she held the trees most dear because of the song they sang during the creation of Ea. Quick scene change because I wanted to go out and get my car copy of the Silmarillion. Anyway, after Yavanna decided that she held the trees most dear, Manwë sat and thought for a while. Ultimately, he came back to her and was like, "Eru has spoken. When the children of Ilúvatar wake up, so shall the thought of Yavanna." In the Silmarillion, under of Aule and Yavanna, middle page 41 in my copy, it says, "Manwë said, 'O Kimentari, Eru hath spoken, saying, do then any of the Valar suppose that I did not hear all the song, even the least sound of the least voice? Behold, when the children awake, then the thought of Yavanna will awake also, and it will summon spirits from afar, and they will go among the Kelvar and the Olvar, and some will dwell therein, and be held in reverence, and their just anger shall be feared, for a time, while the firstborn are in their power, and the secondborn are young.'" So that's ultimately how the creation of dwarves led to the creation of the Ents. Now, does this mean good things happen from husbands who keep secrets? No. Don't do that. This was an exception, an anomaly, if you will. Don't keep secrets from your spouse. You're not Aule. You are not one of the Valar. Ilúvatar will not have mercy on you, and neither will your spouse. Don't keep secrets.